Hey y'all, we made it to NOLA. And we just kind of washed. We went and got Willie Mae's for breakfast, and they dead didn't have like they dead did not have like any type of breakfast food. They had like, we specialize in fried chicken. You about to get this fried chicken, and it was okay. Little Dizzy's is still better, so I'm gonna need to go there and see what that's hitting for. But I love our hotel location. Like, it was, we were able to walk there and walk back. And now I'm here with my little bonnet on to the side. It's giving, it's giving militant Black Panther beret, but Bonnie. Crazy. But yeah, I just put on my little super goop, what is it? The tinted moisturizer and some concealer. I did a little lash Thrive, it's called Thrive mascara. I love that mascara, like that's my favorite. But we about to hit the streets and go follow these parades or whatever. Got our liquid IV on deck. Harpo looked out for us, so we won't be dying to death. And let me tell you how much of a purist that he is. He want to eat all his calories, so he went and got some tequila and put jalapenos in here so we could have, like, you know, a little flavorful shot and we don't have to use too much juice. I feel that though. Like, I like to drink a lot of water because I want to eat all of my calories. I don't really want to drink them. So we got that little personal bottle. I'm interested to see how long that's gonna last, but we about to shot it up and hit the streets and see what New Orleans is giving. But when we went to eat today, they had a lot of things on the menu that was NOLA this. So I don't know if it's like catering to the gentrification situation, but the New Orleans folks out here calling the place NOLA. So I guess it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna take y'all outside with me, get some footage of the parade situation. They were doing fireworks and stuff down here where we were, and I'm just excited. And it's giving pants today. Like, I can't, yeah, it's giving pants because it says it's 60 something degrees, but it feel like 59 because it's really windy. And the anemic in me is not gonna allow my legs to be shaking and knocking because I'm freezing to death. So I'll see y'all outside in a parade situation, baby. I went to go get some ice and we didn't have any, so I went downstairs to the next floor. Look at the bridge, how beautiful. I know damn well I shouldn't be walking around the hallways like this with this bonnet on. Any of my elders would be pissed off right now. Like, girl, you outside in a bonnet is insanity. Whoever our neighbors are, they are so country and loud. Like, they sound like they from Virginia, but I love it. Every time I walk out the door, I hear something that they talking about that is hilarious. I just love like the southern comfort. I love like southern people. They are funny as hell. But I'm ready to go outside, waiting on Harpo because he be taking forever. Like, he really need to be the one to start getting dressed first. Got some beads, y'all. A random man gave me one of them, and then Harpo caught me two of them. I didn't catch not a damn thing. Apparently, you need to be like in the front lines of the parade so you can have your hands out to catch the beads. But I wasn't expecting to get any, so I'm excited that I actually got some. We had such a good night. We had like the commercial night of being on Canal Street where the parade was, and then we did a little bit of the back streets, and it was just very black, like a block of like just black culture and black people. And I feel like we was like the old heads in the club. It was a lot of the YNs out there or whatever, but it was just very like black. It was very rich in culture. I felt like very at home. So day one was a success, and all we had was like just mad fried chicken today. We got brothers that everyone keeps saying is so good, so I can't wait to try that. I'm gonna report back and let y'all know. But it's giving like crown fried the way it look when you go in to get the chicken. So if it's like spectacular or stupendous, I'm gonna definitely come back and let y'all know. But right now, it look a little Reggie. I ain't gonna lie, but it might knock my socks off. So we gonna see. I'm gonna let y'all know. But I'll be back tomorrow for day two. And yeah, we gonna get an early start, get some breakfast. Know what I mean, and try to hit up some of the recommendations that people gave us to go eat. So I'll be back. Free bracket. Hey y'all, it's day two. I feel like the lighting in here is really janky in this bathroom. I got my little Carmex. I found this in like a purse that I had years ago, and I've been holding on to it. I feel like somebody said that Carmex is not a thing anymore, so I'm like, I don't know. I haven't really been seeing them in the stores, but it's day two. As you see, I'm trying to get the party started already. I want to go to Acme to get some charbroiled oysters, and then there's a parade later on today. It's the last parade, I think. I think it's a few of them happening, but the night ones just make sense, right? So I got this guava lemonade that I'm about to make me a little mimosa in a bottle. So you're about to see the real ghetto girl come out, because I'm not about to use nobody's cup, nothing. I wish I had a straw. That's what I do wish. But yeah, have me a nice little cocktail while I get ready. And I brought like foundation and stuff, but I don't really like to use foundation, so I'm gonna use this Super Goop what is it, Super Screen, and it comes on translucent. Like, it's not going to give you that white cast, which is a plus, because I absolutely hate that. And I also use Super Goop, their glow screen, and Golden Hour is the color. I used to hate to see the girlies do the hand, but look at me being the girlies doing the hand. But this is the like tinted moisturizer that I use, and it's not really like a tint. It gives you more like a beachy glow, and then I go in and add like the concealer and stuff over top of this. Because in these instances, I feel like we coming back later, but I don't really know, so I don't want to, be out all day in a face full of foundation. Like, I just don't. If I can help it, we probably will come back, but if we came back, I would have just did like foundation and then wash it off and then reapplied, or did whatever, or probably did the reverse, like did foundation now, and then once we came back, I would do this light beat situation, because it'll be nighttime and people can't really see anyway. They had the toothbrush. How nice of them.
Oh, looks good. I was looking for the little stitchy bitch.
It's always gotta taste something, even though you know you don't want it. And this is how lo-fi I am. I'm not even going to use the beauty blender, because for why? But yeah, last night was cool. It really gave like, Labor Day parade, like the regular parades that we have in New York. But just in a different location. They celebrating different things, but it was really cute. I got some beads, but Harpo ended up catching my beads for me. Because hand-eye coordination just doesn't exist for me. It's just really not a thing. So I ended up getting some some beads vicariously through him, and we tried this brother's chicken because the yams told us to get that, and they led us astray. They led us astray, and you got to realize that like the 20-year-old palate is not the same as the 30 plus palate. Like what I liked when I was 20, seldomly like now. I remember I put on last week on my on an Instagram story where you not on a story on your Instagram status where you could put like your notes or like your thoughts, and I put that I can't believe that Hennessy used to be my drink of choice. Like whose grown man was I? Who did I think that I was that I was drinking Hennessy? Like why? Why was I doing that? Like right now, I would never. Like if I had to drink cognac, it's gonna be Douce. Like I do not like Hennessy. Like Hennessy, it really makes you just either really lusty or you want to fight. You want to square up with somebody. It's really no in between. So I just can't like understand like why was that my drink palette. But we went to Brothers, and safe to say that it was very oily. It was very it was okay. Like the flavor profile was there, but it just wasn't something that I needed to revisit. Like out of 10, I would give it like a 6.5, 7. Like it's nothing that I need to go back and have now. So all of the other recommendations that they gave us, now I'm kind of nervous. Like, should I even try these? Because like I get it, it's like, oh, if you like go there late at night when you're like intoxicated, inebriated, but like I wasn't. So it just was ungood. It wasn't nothing that I needed to have ever again. But I'm excited to go get these oysters from Acme, because last time we came down here, it was the Essence Fest, so it was packed to the gods. The line was down the block. So I'm hoping that people are out celebrating Mardi Gras and they not out here on this line trying to get no oysters, because I have been fiending for them. Like that has been the main thing. This is this Bloom palette from Sephora that I use on my lids, and I don't know if they still have it, child. It's super old. Like I hold on to makeup for so long because I barely use it. So a lot of the times, if they have an expiration date, I end up throwing the stuff out because I'm not using it enough. So I really am just like a big I'm really just a big tinted moisturizer, a little shadow, a little mascara, a little under eye concealer. Like I don't be liking to do the foundation, especially because I'm always touching my face. Like I'm always, something is itching, something is bothering me. Like half of my face is gonna be gone. Like it's gonna be wiped off throughout the day. But that Charlotte Tilbury, I think, setting spray, and I wish they made a mini one. I don't think they make a travel one, but they really do need to make one, because I feel like that's the only setting spray that I can really use, like that really doesn't move, and the one size one. And I think one size, they also don't have a travel size, and it's just like, so you just want me to be in Brooklyn all my life or go on road trips. Like you don't want to come with me anywhere you don't want to come with me anywhere on the plane. Like why? Or it could just be maybe that it's always sold out when I go to Sephora, because I have never seen the travel of either one of those setting sprays in Sephora. So this eyebrow process is so ridiculous, because I get microblading done, but my girl is like, oh, I recommend you to come like every 1.5 to 2 years to get a touch up. So when I do my brows, I'm really like trying to recreate microblading with the strokes. So they go up really high, and then I just blend them down a little bit so that they're not like to my forehead, because that's how I draw them on, and then just blend them so they don't look too crazy. But I love that like wispy look. I don't got no brows, child. I had to get them whole microbladed because I don't got none. And that was the Lip Bar Exact Arch. Come on now, don't play with me. Whatever, you can write it down, or I'll link whatever I can link. And this is Il Maquillage, their eyeliner. And I'm not, what's the name? I don't have favorites when it comes to under eyeliner. Honestly, I be liking the dollar store ones. They be lasting so long, like the old fashioned ones that really look like a pencil. And I think the potency is really good on those. These, like, I feel like it has, I don't know, a lot of slip to it. Like it don't really stay on the lid the way I like underneath. But whatever. I had a whole Il Maquillage subscription that I didn't know that I was paying for. They are so crafty. I had paid for a subscription to try out their foundation, which is really good. Like I think that's like overall my favorite foundation ever. Like it's the match is like a 1-to-1 for Il Maquillage. The color I think is 165. Woke up like this, and then they give you like that little quiz online, and I took the quiz and the color came back exact. Like I really like, I know I'm low maintenance and I don't really do much foundation, so my opinion and recommendation on the matter might not really mean much to you, but out of the ones that I did try, that's my favorite one. So I had signed up for a subscription, and it was for a year, I think, and I think it was like $150 or something like that for the year, which is amazing. But I don't use that much makeup, so I didn't really need that much. And I'm thinking that the subscription is done and I'm just done with it. But it kept on like auto renewing, and it just so happened that I had checked my account one day, and that was like the first transaction. So I saw it and I'm like, why the hell? Why am I being charged for this still? And apparently, like once you just sign up for the subscription, you just sign up indefinitely. You have to cancel it. I was so pissed off because I had been paying for an additional year that I didn't realize that I was paying for. And I think that that is so tricky. And it's just like, you already have a great product, so I don't feel like you need to trick the people into buying a product. Like, the product speaks for itself. But I feel like I use like a lot of unpopular brands when it comes to makeup. Like this mascara is Thrive Cosmetics, and I found this on an Instagram ad like some years ago. And I have like really sparse thin lashes, and I feel like this really does the trick. Like my lashes are long, but they're thin, so it is a miracle to find something that actually makes them look like I have lashes. Like I feel like they make them look really long, really defined, really like, you know, like something is happening here. So that's that. This palette is from, I can't even remember, this Gold Rush. I feel like I got this, I know for sure I got this in like Europe and somewhere else because it's in euros, but I can't remember what beauty place I got it from. But I'll be using this as like a little highlight, you know what I mean? Like just to wake up the cheeks. Nothing too crazy, just to give a little color. Yeah, when I'm going out for my lo-fi days, this is all I really do. Like this is it. Like I feel like I was saying that the other day. Like people go out and you see them in real life and you be like, who the hell is that? Like I would hate for somebody to run into me in the street and be like, oh, I don't know who this person is. And I know you're probably looking at this top like, oh, this was not in the pack thing, but I ended up throwing this in the suitcase last minute, and I have on the Shop Akira skirt with it. I'll show y'all when I get to the full length mirror, but today it said it's like 70, so I just was like, you know, I'm gonna just wear this. Yesterday it was cold, and I didn't get to wear my day one outfit. I wore the crop top rugby, but I wore my cargo pants instead. Like I didn't wear either the Nike pants or the skirt. So yeah, Lip liner is such a must for me. I feel like I don't have like a defined lip line. I got this from a friend of mine, Kelly. Her brand is Kelly B. She makes like lip glosses, and I had ordered a lip gloss to support, and I actually really like them. And she has added in the lip liner as a bonus to when I placed the order. And I actually really like this lip liner, like better than most of the fancy brand name ones that I have. This and the Maybelline one is actually pretty good. Love it. And then I just use the Sephora lip gloss. It's number 02. Just their regular Heritage Sephora brand lip gloss. And the color is 02. And I love when it smears in with the lip line. As it gives like a little ombre situation happening. But yeah, that's it. I think I might go over with this Urban Decay because this milk one is really good for this milk setting refreshing spray. Is really good for like dry skin, but it does give you like that dewy look, and I don't really want to go for the dewy look today. So I'm gonna use my Fenty mattifying powder so that I'm not like so shiny. I don't know why I'm like so shiny today. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish up getting ready, getting my smell goods, drinking my little Prosecco, my little Secchi, and let Harpo come in here and get ready because he be taking forever, y'all. He be taking forever. Like, he gotta look gorgeous and luxurious. So, let me not give him no excuses before all of the oysters run out, before there's no more oysters in the ocean, and I'm gonna be sad to death. So, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna show y'all my outfit, and I am going to hopefully give me some oysters or whatever. This little hairdo is holding up nicely. I'm so surprised. It's so cute. I really feel like I cheated on my hair lady though by going to the new place. But it was cool to try out, and it wasn't too far from where I live now. So it's an option. But yeah, I'm gonna stick beside my girl, my normal day one girl. I can't be having too many people playing in my ports, you know what I mean? But I will be back, y'all, and showing y'all what we do for the rest of the day. They have like some cute stores out here and stuff. I'm not here to shop though, but I do like looking at the things. So hopefully maybe I'll pass by a few of those while I'm out. But we're gonna be outside. I will take y'all with.
People was trying to get out here and get it, man. I admire you for going out and taking your own pictures early on. You was mad early on now. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you want something, it's not like you could just be like, oh, I gotta wait for somebody else to do it or somebody to take my pictures.
Just that, because when you was doing it didn't have the promise that it has today.
Oh yeah.
You was just going outside before work, knowing you was throwing some shit on because you just gotta go to work every day. Taking pictures, that shit is fine.
It is hustling and bustling out here. It's lively, even though I didn't think it would be, because it's giving some type of tornado watch or something. Like, bro, this is why you gotta stay home sometimes. Like, what is happening? But I feel like we missed most of the parades earlier on because it was like at 6:30 in the morning, 9 a.m. And then I think the one that was supposed to happen later on today is being postponed because of the inclement weather. So I'm out here at Acme. I'm looking to see if they have a line out here. I can't see. But I love the balconies, how people be up there throwing the beads and stuff. I love it. It's giving, even though there's no parade, we still gonna give y'all the beads.
You want some more beads?
Sure.
Whoa.
Thank you. Oh my God. Oh wait, this is the second time. This is a sign that, but I can't remember the bar we went to before. I slipped on the damn beads. Nah, they getting crazy. So I guess we going to the bar that we went to before when Acme had a crazy line. I guess I will try tomorrow. Thank you. Cheers. First time trying the New Orleans style barbecue shrimp, and it was very good, like very herbaceous, not barbecue at all. Crab dip was fire. Oysters were even better than I remember them to be. Like, I died to death having these. Oh my God. Loved her colors and the texture on her little costume. The strip was a little cray-cray-licious, but we lived. Of course, I had to get a little pina colada for the people watching. Bro, not that I thought that it was an urban myth or urban legend that you're supposed to show your boobs to get beads. But bruh, seeing him actually do the gesture, like lift up your top, was insanity. It started to rain, so we walked over to Manchu's, which is like a Chinese chicken spot. Chicken was 10 out of 10, fire. The rice, they could have kept it.
Maybe 45 minutes or so for us to get up into the swamp. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you what we call here in New Orleans a little lanyard. A little something for nothing, a little extra. In this instance, a tour before the tour. So I'm going to tell you about some things along the way. Hopefully won't feel like 40, maybe 45 minutes. In the meantime, if you have any questions, WrestleMania will, but that's the team, so go team. Now the Superdome holds over 70,000 people. I'd say it's the most popular cemetery here in New Orleans, the one a little further to the right, closest to the French Quarter, St. Louis Cemetery #1. A lot of that has to do with the fact that's where the voodoo queen Marie Laveau, that's where her tomb is located at. Don't get me wrong, the French Quarter does deserve your time. You know, I don't need anybody getting off this bus and saying, man, that guy hates the French Quarter. I don't hate the French Quarter. Actually,
we are on our way to, well, we're here now at the Cajun Encounters swamp tour. I'm not excited, like, to get on this boat and see what they have to offer. Our bus driver on the way here, it was like a 40-minute bus ride. He was so informative. So if you do come out here for the first time and you do a this Cajun Encounters tour, like, I would try to make this maybe like your first or second day, because he was just so helpful on like where to go to hang out and where to go and get food and all of that stuff. So if it's like your first time and you never ever been here, like, he gave some great like non-commercial recommendations. So yeah, if you're interested in a swamp tour, like, make that like a priority to do in the beginning of your trip, so you'll have a big list of recommendations to try out while you're here. I started to feel a little nervous, a little anxious while he was doing his little spiel on the safety rules and stuff for this little boat tour. And I was just ready to go. Like, sir, we're going to keep our arms in here. We're not going to be gator food. Like, let's just get to getting.
They will figure out, you know, how to open an ice chest if you left it on a dock and clean the ketchup. And told us that particular tree inspired them to come up with the wishing tree and Princess and the Frog. So it's just pretty cool. You know, Disney was right here, you know.
He following the boat.
Yeah, he's gonna follow me around all day. You know I'm coming back. We got a dozen other boats coming. I think he'll be plenty fine. Y'all, quickly, I'm gonna spin us around and I'll shut the engine off and I put that there earlier. I got a remote. I'm making it crawl. That is awesome.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad y'all getting to see this.
Yes.
You just push the turtle.
Right, a bully.
And look,
He's pushing the turtles off.
y'all the first ones to see it out because all other boats passed and he was just in the water. Not too bad for my second time driving the boat.
Ah!
I saw all that on YouTube.
You know, I'd be super naive because I didn't even stop to think. Like, people live out here on this water, on these swamps. But this was my favorite house because it gave, like, I want this land and me and this tree just gonna have to figure it out. Like, fight to the death. So I highly recommend the swamp tour. If you just like wildlife and like nature stuff, like I'm a nature girl. If I can't do a hike, I need to do like something naturey and grounding. It was pretty cool. We got to see like 3 gators, like one coming straight out of the water or whatever. I'm gonna show y'all like the clips and stuff, but there's actually like people that live out on the swamp. So I think that was pretty cool because I mean, I don't know, you see it like in movies and stuff, but I never really like put two and two together and like thought that was a thing. But it was overall pretty cool, like just to see like the turtles and the wildlife and the raccoons. Like, I don't know, you see like the raccoons in the city, but I didn't know that they like live out in like wet marsh and wetlands and stuff like that, and they were just so cute. But overall, very excited. I love to see like those trees with the moss all over it. Like, it gives like big stereotypical New Orleans marsh bayou situation. So I'm happy that we got up early and went. And then for the rest of the day, we'll probably just be chilling and looking for food. And Harpo done found some thrift stores, which I'm not opposed to. So we gonna go and look around and, you know, just explore for our last few days. I really want to get some gumbo and probably like a poboy, and we still haven't gone to Little Dizzy's, so definitely have to do those things. And that's it. Like, as long as I get those things, I'm good. And I really want ice cream. Like, I need to have ice cream everywhere I go. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be taking y'all along with. But so far, amazing experience. I just love Louisiana overall, so I don't think I could really be disappointed no matter what I do. What this man back here doing, taking a selfie? But anywho, I'll see y'all later. I don't think I'm gonna have to do too much of a big operation on big back when I get back, because we doing a lot of eating, but we doing a lot of walking. We just walked down from like the French Quarter area. We walk into this restaurant that's really good called Little Dizzy's, and that joint is a 35-minute walk. Like, just walking through the neighborhoods and seeing all of the beauty that it is and that it has to offer. But yeah, we ain't even taking Uber. Oh, that's so pretty. It's a coffee house, but it's just so nice. It's like real cute, like cute little neighborhood walking, like locals. I love to live like the locals when I go places. So if you have it in you, take the walks off the beaten paths, try different stuff so you can get a real genuine experience. Made it to Little Dizzy. Still the best food that I've had out there, like unparalleled. Cheers me. It's just so homey, so authentic. You feel like you in your grandmom's or your aunt's kitchen.
Well, we don't. Oh, because you're supposed to get etouffee. That's what you got.
Supposed to get what?
It's etouffee.
Got shrimp Creole.
Creole on that. The spoons that shit got sauce on it.
To be just like moments passing in front of me, so I hopped in the cab and walk into some vintage shop, I believe, and we went to Little Dizzy's. The wait was cray-cray-licious. They barely had any food to give us, but the food that they did have was bussin'. Can't lie, can't hold you. But I really wanted their mac and cheese. There was no more mac and cheese, so I ended up getting fried chicken, some candied yams, and some shrimp Creole. And I mean, it was decent. The fried chicken is still the star of the show. The yams were actually really good too, and the dirty rice. But yeah, we got a little 20-minute walk to the thrift store not the thrift store, it's a vintage store that Harpo found. that we about to go see what's going on. And I was just talking to him about, you know, the historian in me when I go to places, especially in the South. Like, my morbid thoughts start to take over and just be like, I wonder how this looked like back in the day when our people weren't free for real. Because like big ass like hanging trees, like that's the first thing I think about. Like people was like strung up here, like that's, so when I start thinking like that, I just be thinking like, well, what did this look like? Like, was this like an oppressor's house? Like, just really, I don't know, I be getting like too heady in my opinion. But I don't know, I think it's just the historian in me. Like, I've always liked like history and like global studies, so when I visit places, that's the first thing that I'm triggered by, like the history of whatever. Like, even like visiting Egypt, like all I could think about was like all of the textbooks that showed the papyrus and them building the pyramids. Like, I be feeling like, you know how like that's a raven premonition, I be feeling like that, like I could see what happened or like envision. But I also think that that's the fantasy in me and being a Pisces. Like, we batshit crazy, like we be like in mad different dimensions, and that comes out when I'm traveling. I feel like I be triggered, I guess, like an aura. But we about to see what's in here for the clothes. I don't know, I feel like it was only like men's stuff from the pictures that I saw, but I be like in like the men's t-shirts, but I'm not out here to shop. So I'm about to be a window shopper, Q50, aka Ferrari. I'm window shopping out here. I do want to go in Saks though and see what they have like regionally. Like, I'd be interested to see like what the high-end stuff is that's being catered to certain markets, like in different states and stuff like that, because it'd be way different, like from country to country. It's way different. So Barney's was still like open when we went to Tokyo, and their market of stuff that they just had, I felt like it was like way different than here, and it was way better. And then when we went to Montreal, they had like this high-end store, and they had like mad stuff in there that we wouldn't have in the States. Like, they had like a lot of Sakai stuff in stock, like ready to buy, and either we don't really get it home, or as soon as we get it, it's like gone. So I feel like either it shows that our market is just oversaturated with consumerism, whereas in other places they probably are not that like ape shit crazy over name brand stuff the way we are, because they keep it on the shelf. So I'm just interested to see what a Saks might have out here. So if I go, for sure I'm gonna bring you all. I like that they be having these little horse and carriages out here. See if I could get him. He all the way up the block yonder. I would just see him. Well, yeah. I want to look at some clothes. It says, what she said? Yeah, hair's pretty. Aww. Not mommy. But a back up. Hate it.
I hate it for you. I hate you to get complimented.
I hate it here. Don't compliment him. Don't look at him. He don't even exist. You can't see him. Y'all, I wasn't expecting much from Vice and Graft, but I felt so at home. The historian in me with this vintage, collegiate situation, varsity, oh my God, heaven. This varsity is from Jersey, but it's in Louisiana. Like, I love stuff like this. And then we have our historical Coogis up on the wall. Like, I was really blown away by this space. Like, it was just such a great curation of like vintage stuff from all over, not just Louisiana, which I really loved, because we had pieces of like New York, and just such a time capsule. Like, I think that's what I really, really love about vintage, is just like 1924. Like, are you kidding me? Like, wasn't even thought of. Like, I love to see the fashions and touch the actual fashions from these time periods. This is why I love the vintage collegiate era, because the fabrics just hold up so well versus any other fashion. The po' boys, had to get a barbecue shrimp po' boy, y'all. Barbecue shrimp po' boy. It look mad good. Like, look at that. It's so juicy. It's everything. It's everything. Just take whatever barbecue sauce you had out of your mind if you never had barbecue shrimp from New Orleans. It's like a buttery, herby kind of sauce, like kind of like a roux, not like barbecue, but it is so good. Like, bite into the sandwich and it's just like mashed shrimp left over. It's all of the hype. Hey y'all, today is our last day out here in New Orleans. It was overall a good experience. I got to visit some of the like restaurants and stuff that I wanted to visit the first time I was here. I didn't get to ride on a little streetcar trolley thing, so I think I might try to do that today. We got a lot of good like restaurant recommendations and stuff from our bus driver the other day, and I kind of want to like scramble and just try to see if I could maybe get to those things. I also did want to pop into Saks just to see like what they had over here, and it's like walking distance from the hotel. I love that this hotel had free breakfast, so I didn't really have to think about that. And overall we had a good time. I think the biggest mistake was like, I think on, was it night one, when we ran into some of Harpo friends and like some of the young boys was with them, and they was giving us food recommendations. And never again will I ever, because just thinking about it is just like, girl, why would I ever listen to them? Like, your palate is not even there. Like me at 20 something, like the things that I like to eat, like I would never eat them now. And the things that I eat now, like I wouldn't eat as a 20 something. Like it's a lot of things that I wouldn't have. Brussels sprouts, like no, I don't want that as a 20-year-old. But my 30 something year old self, we love that. We love a Brussels. And yeah. So I don't know why I would ever listen to them. But Manchus that we got from them was actually pretty good, the Chinese restaurant spot. But it was only the chicken. Like you could have skipped the rice. Like I never need to have or look at that rice ever again. I think like just Chinese food in other places is very shaky overall. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like New York Chinese fried chicken reigns supreme. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't be eating it like that at this age, but in my younger years, yeah, give me that. Also, packing failed. I really failed with packing this time because I kind of packed for like the positive version of myself. Like I'm usually a very realist person, and it comes off pessimistic, but it's just like, it's the truth, girl. Like it's gonna be 60 degrees. It's going to be closer to 65 degrees than it is going to be to the high side where it was like, it's going to be like 70, 75 degrees. And 70 degrees in the transition of spring versus the transition of like summer is two different things. So I didn't get to wear any skirts at all. Like I just solely wore my pants options. And I had like some like really like long like ankle to the ground skirts that I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should wear these. And I definitely should have packed those because my legs would have been covered and I would have been fine. The warmest I was on the swamp tour day. And that was the day I wore my Mugler, my Mugler H&M hoodie. And I think it's because it has that, the suction, the bustier part on the bottom, that I was warm because it was like no air was really getting in. But Harpo was out on the swamp freezing. And I wasn't cold until he turned up the speed on that little boat, like, and we was going fast with a lot of wind blowing. I felt cold, but other than that, I didn't. And yeah, like, even though I feel like I packed better and smarter, as far as like how much volume, like the amount of things that I brought, like I definitely should have just packed more like swanky fire pants options because it was a little cold. But I think I was just also very like, remembering my last trip when I was like dying to death in July. So I didn't think that it would get like this cold out here. I wasn't freezing, but I'm a cold person overall, so I should have just known better. But overall, we had a great time. Like, we did a lot of walking around and stuff. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I really felt like I thought that the city was going to be kind of like shut down because of Mardi Gras. And I don't know why I thought that, because like at home when we have our Labor Day parades, if you just go to a different part of Brooklyn, you're good. Like you're not really impacted so much by the parade unless you're driving. So it was kind of the same deal. But yeah, I feel like I tried everything on my list. I had a po' boy. That shrimp po' boy was bussin'. So good. From Parkway Tavern or Parkway Bakery. The lines were out the door. I think that Brian Can't Stop Eating food vlogger guy came here a few weeks ago, and I feel like he really put the city on tilt, because the last time I went to Little Dizzy's years ago, it was still popular. Like, it was like a spot that you Google and it'll come up like as really good food. And we came up and we got seated maybe like in 15 minutes. But I think ever since he came out here, like, there's been a crazy long line, and there's a lot of tourists visiting from other places for Mardi Gras. So yeah, it was just crowded yesterday. The food was still really good, but they were like out of mad things. Like, oh, we don't have no mac and cheese. We don't have all of these things that I would have wanted to get. So I don't know. That's like one of Harpo's favorite places. So who knows? We might try again today. But I kind of really want some gumbo. Like, I really want gumbo because I haven't had gumbo here yet. So I think I'm going to go to, I think it's called the Gumbo Shop. I'm going to go there and get me some gumbo. And I really want some more charboiled oysters. Like, I need to end the party off with some charboiled oysters. But we went to some vintage spot yesterday, and the stuff was really fire. Like, really, like, they had like a lot of collegiate stuff and a lot of like, you know, sportswear memorabilia from New Orleans, and it was really fire. Like, they had this sweatshirt that I really would have wanted, but it wasn't my size. But it was basically like, you know, like, it looked like high school or college like memorabilia style sweatshirts, and that's fire. So I don't know, I'm gonna go. I feel like they got an Instagram. I might just stalk them out and be like, hey, when you get this in a size large or whatever size I want, I feel like I want a large, can you hit me up and ship it to me? I'll just have it shipped. But yeah, that's how I shop also. Big tip when I go away somewhere, because I have this carry-on luggage. But going back, I don't mind like sending, checking in my stuff, checking in my bag. But if I want to keep my bag through and through, like say for instance, I brought something along with me that's expensive, that's in my carry-on, and I don't want to check it, because that's really the big thing. It's not even really like losing your stuff. Like, it's just more so your stuff being missing. Like, I have gone through experiences throughout all of my travels where I had things missing out of my check luggage. So I don't have time for the foolishment, because I invest and I take care of my stuff. I keep it clean. I don't got the time to not have something when I'm on my way home or when I'm on my way to wherever I'm going, because I'm going to be pissed off. So, yeah, lately when I go places, like when we went to Phoenix last year for my birthday, we did big thrift vintage shopping, because they had so many vintage like expos and just all of these vintage fleas, and the vintage was like really good and really well priced out there. Very curated, just immaculate. Like, I really loved like Phoenix's thrifting. Like, it was just fire. So we bought a whole bunch of stuff, and we ended up going to we shipped it. Like, that's normally what I would do when I shop somewhere. I'll buy whatever the stuff is and then go to UPS or USPS and, you know, ship it home to me, opposed to like taking it home with me, especially if I bought a bunch of stuff. So always keep that in mind if you don't want to like come back with a whole gang of things. I remember like some years ago, the first time I ever went to like London and Paris, we did so much shopping, and because it was overseas, I don't even think at my young age, because I was in my 20s, I wasn't even thinking about like shipping anything home. But when I tell you I had on layers and layers and layers of stuff that I bought because they couldn't fit in my carry-on, so I had on like 3 coats getting on a damn plane, and then put it in the overhead thing once we got on. But that's just so ghetto. Like, just save yourself the time. Go to UPS, especially if you within the United States still, and ship your stuff home. get a little insurance. Make sure, especially if it's something pricey, and ship your stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go try to get on this little trolley train car, because the guy did tell us some good places. He told us about this street yesterday, and we was just like, oh, we gonna come back and eat and then take a little napsy and go back out, and we was just old as hell. I'll give Harpo the credit, because he woke up like, so you want to go over to this thing or not? But I feel like it was it was like 9:45. I'm like, yeah, not really. But he said Frenchman Street is like the grown-up Bourbon Street, like, because Bourbon Street, it very much gives like college, like not my type of scene. But Frenchman is supposed to be like a jazzy type situation. So I'm gonna Google like the little spots over there and see what time they open, and if they still open within the time that we'll be here before we get on the plane, maybe we'll just go venture out. He also said that Market Street was like a really cutesy, interesting, artsy fartsy sitch. So might go over there. I just love like how rich in culture everything is out here. So probably going to try to get some gumbo and get some char-boiled oysters before we hit the hay. And yeah, but I'll be outside with my little camera, and I'll see you guys soon. This is Chanel. It looks like the Gap. I remember I had a Gap bubble that was like that. No, but I'm just saying, it don't look like it is Shanae. Like, I wouldn't pay, I'm pretty sure it's thousands of dollars. Wouldn't pay for that. Nah, don't do that. This is nice.
So sturdy.
I like this car.
This is like going to one traveling girl's house. Everybody's rich. One of their husbands is from bankruptcy. They have spade houses.
Dead.
It's giving Handmaid's Tale, but we're rich.
You said it's giving what?
Handmaid's Tale, wife, but we're rich.
Yo, what? Got a little pink tweed Shanae for the springage. Those were cute. Wouldn't buy, but very cute. I'm just showing y'all what I got on or whatever for today. Harpo loves him an understated luxury shoe, so he thought these Shanaes were cute. It's giving like a Puma style though. They are cute. And he loves like the fabric on these Shanaes, this wool. I have a pair of common projects that are similar to that. These dads, I still kind of want these, no lie. And then these brazas, I didn't know they had like a little camper hiker boot stitch. I really love the brown, how it's like faded in and worn in. Yeah, I hate the crystal.
I ain't mad at it.
I hate these. Aren't you not mad at them?
Yeah, with some jeans, like everything else got to be plain. You can't be going, but you know, like Brooklyn, you want to get that.
So we thought that it was going to be like super gaudy to appeal to, you know, like the younger black demographic. But it's giving they don't shop here. So it's giving very much like, you know, middle-aged, like Karen sitch. Like very workwear, very tea party, brunch, outside, back door, well, outdoor barbecue situation. I'm a big host in my nice, beautiful backyard. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like tempted in the slightest to buy anything, because I just feel like the Saks that we have home, it has such a plethora of things. Like it has something there for everyone. And this one is just literally catering to the older white woman demographic here in New Orleans. And I understand, like, we gotta shop and buy for our consumer base, and it's very evident that that's who shops here. It's really giving like off Saks. what is it, off Fifth Ave Saks. Like, it's not giving. There's no variety here. Like, I'm not tempted at all. I really, really like this. But it's a mixed blend of fabric. So Harpo said it's gonna be, it's not gonna last. But I don't own any like Fear of God anything. And I really like them in theory, but I don't know. I think it's just the color.
Oh, this shit is 90% poly.
Y'all, so this is the small. This head spout part though is mad tight. Like, you just being born. Like, I mean, I think for that alone I would want to do a medium, but the small is pretty like big and roomy. But like, if you want to actually wear the hoodie, like, I'm done. Like, no, like, I can't even wear the hoodie on this. Like, it's a no. It's giving a no. I'm sad about it because I actually like this. Because the window shopping made us so famished, we went over to the Coterie. The bus operator guy said that this was a good spot to get some oysters and some gumbo, and that's what I was in town for our last day. And the oysters did not disappoint, y'all. The quality alone made them A1. Like, look at the size of this. Like, I thought Felix was doing something, but I want to say off the sheer quality, these are a 10 out of 10. We had red beans and rice. Everything was like really, really fresh. I got to try the gumbo, which was so good. That roux was so rich, and the seafood and crab and shrimp that was in there was so fresh. I was bugging out with this shooter though, but I really wanted to try an oyster shooter. Never had it. It was actually pretty good. Y'all, so these Bad Bunny Adidas stole my heart. I love this ballerina style, very dainty, very much like subdued, but they can go with so much. The yellow pair stole my heart. It's giving Kill Bill. I didn't even know they weren't even out yet, so shout out to Sneaker Politics out in New Orleans or whatever. I see y'all get into the bag early, and they was having a sale, and they was 30% off of the original price, so they would have been like $80, but I was with my shopaholics parole officer, so I wasn't able to buy either pair. I think that's like the biggest drawback. Like, now that he could see my closet and know exactly what I have, it's like, girl, you gonna have to sell 5 things in order to get one thing, and it's like really being like holding me accountable. But bro, look at the bottom of these. Like, I really need these, so I'm gonna have to get rid of something. No, I had to get something sweet, pecan pie and ice cream. It was so delicious. Showing y'all my duffel bag because yes, they let me carry this on. Overall, beautiful trip, no notes. See y'all next Sunday. Love y'all, mean it. Bye.